The security situation in the northern part of our country has just taken another very serious turn as the peace of Yobe State was completely shattered last night by a terrifying incident that has left hundreds of families running for their lives. Just when we thought our brave military forces had completely pushed back the criminal elements operating in the region, these desperate fighters launched a massive and highly coordinated surprise attack on a military base and the quiet town of Gdam. This is a developing situation that is currently making heavy headlines across the nation this morning of March 3, 2026. According to verified security reports coming directly from the ground, the peace of the evening was suddenly broken at about 7:30 in the night when these heavily armed fighters aggressively stormed the remote town. They did not just come quietly, they arrived shooting heavily in different directions, causing absolute panic and forcing innocent men, women and children to abandon their homes and run deep into the surrounding bushes just to survive the night. Imagine the sheer terror of sitting in your house after a long day of work, only to hear the heavy sounds of gunfire echoing through your street, forcing you to grab your children and run into the dark forest without knowing if you will ever see your home again. Security sources who were forced to hide near the scene of the attack confirmed that the fighters intentionally targeted public structures to cause maximum destruction. They completely set major sections of the community market on fire, sending massive flames high into the night sky. In their destructive rampage, they also located an operational vehicle belonging to the brave local vigilante group that helps protect the town, and they completely burnt it down to ashes. Because this attack happened so late in the night and the situation was so chaotic, the full extent of the damage and the exact number of any possible casualties are still not completely clear right now. Many of the terrified residents are still trapped hiding in the bushes, waiting patiently for daybreak and clear signals from the military before they can safely return to see what is left of their homes and their community market. As we continue to monitor this highly sensitive security situation in Yobe State and bring you the raw, verified updates on how our military is responding to this threat, I want to quickly encourage you to please hit that like button right now. Liking the video genuinely helps this crucial security update reach more patriotic citizens who deeply need to know exactly what is happening in the northeastern part of our country. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and quickly turn on your notification bell so you never miss out when we drop our next comprehensive report on this ongoing military operation. Your direct support is absolutely vital in helping us keep you completely informed with the facts every single day. So please do not forget to join the family before we continue. Now, to truly understand why this aggressive attack on Geidam happened last night, we have to look very closely at what the Nigerian military has been doing to these fighters over the past few days. This attack on the town appears to be a very desperate act of revenge by a group that is currently losing the war. Just a few days ago, between February 28th and the 1st of March, the brave troops of the Northeast Joint Task Force under Operation Hadin Kai delivered a massive and completely crushing blow to these same fighters. The insurgents had foolishly attempted to attack several Nigerian Army forward operating bases located in places like Gdam, Gajigana, Mayanti and Dadingel across Borno and Yobe states. But our soldiers were completely ready for them. The troops stood their ground, unleashed overwhelming firepower, and successfully repelled the coordinated assaults. During that fierce battle, our troops aggressively neutralized at least 10 of their fighters and recovered a massive cache of dangerous weapons, including anti-aircraft guns, rocket-propelled grenades, armed drones, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. The military authorities clearly stated that those failed attacks and the heavy losses suffered by the fighters showed their growing desperation because the army has been putting extreme pressure on their hideouts in the Sambisa forest and the Lake Chad region. The military had even recently discovered and completely destroyed 3 major secret detention facilities hidden deep inside the Timbuktu Triangle in Yobe State, rescuing over 70 innocent captives. So, when you look at the heavy defeats they have suffered in the past few weeks, it becomes very clear that their decision to storm Geidam last night and burn down a civilian market was not a show of strength, but rather the cowardly actions of a defeated group trying to create fear because they can no longer stand face to face with our heavily equipped soldiers. The military is currently conducting aggressive clearance operations to track down the fighters who attacked Geidam, and we expect a massive counterattack very soon to ensure that the displaced residents can safely return to their town. This entire situation brings up a very important conversation about how we can better protect these remote communities that are constantly targeted by desperate fighters. Knowing that these groups often attack innocent towns when they are heavily defeated by the military, do you think the government needs to permanently station heavier military equipment and special forces directly inside towns like Gdam, or should we focus more on empowering and heavily arming the local vigilante groups to defend their own markets and homes? Please take a moment to drop your honest and detailed thoughts in the comment section below, because your unique perspective is a highly vital part of this important national security conversation.